Melania Trump made a rare appearance in compliance with Section 3, subsection 2.7 of her prenuptial agreement.
Good evening, New York City. Our hometown. Let's seize this moment and create a country for tomorrow.
In her still today,
To me, there's nothing more beautiful than watching a man and his wife try not to smudge each other's bronzing cream, you know?
Breaking news, Trump's Twitter account has officially been classified as a natural disaster zone. FEMA's been called in to handle the flood of all caps tweets and emoji hurricanes. What could cause such a catastrophic meltdown, you ask? Oh, just a little Melania-themed comedy routine from Kimmel and Colbert. Apparently joking about the First Lady's "get me out of here" face is Trump's kryptonite. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. The Comedy Kings are gonna take the stage and roast the former First Lady like a Thanksgiving turkey, so everyone better buckle up.
Okay, this is very different from the RNC, where we heard nothing and saw very little of former First Lady Melania Trump. In fact, her complete absence from the campaign trail has a lot of people wondering.
Oh, Stephen, I am trying to uncover the secrets behind the Kamala phenomenon. Like her plot to attract voters by making them, what is this word, happy?
Is that the Democratic convention behind you?
What? No. What? No. Yes. Yes.
What? Wait.
Yes.
It is? Why are you there?
Melania Trump became the personal punchline for the dynamic late-night comedy team of Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel. It was truly a sight to behold, I must say. With a zinger that had everyone in stitches, Kimmel got things started. He brought up Melania's famous "get me out of here" expression, which she always wears when she's within 50 feet of her husband. It's similar to seeing someone attempt to get out of a bad date, only the date is her whole life. Colbert, never one to be outdone, jumped right in. He likened the Trump's union to an oddball sitcom set in the White House. Is it possible? The Real Housewife of Mar-a-Lago, or perhaps I Love Lawsuit. It was being devoured by the audience like comedy caviar. Kimmel, however, was not finished yet. He went all out with a joke about how the
Disappearance, it was as if they caught her in a glue trap at Saks Fifth Avenue and dragged her there.
and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today.
This whole event, his whole platform is immigrants are dangerous, immigrants are killing our country, we have to stop the immigrants. And now, from Slovenia, please say hello to our former First Lady Melania Trump.
only circle that fits on Trump's finger is his wedding ring. Have you seen those little hands, really? It appears as though he is wearing bracelets made of onion rings. When Trump sees a McDonald's sign, he does not howl as loudly as the crowd does. Each joke from these two comedy titans was more vicious than the one before it. It was similar to watching a roast battle, except that they were roasting a whole dysfunctional presidency rather than a single person. The audience laughed more than Trump does at his own jokes. And I use that term loosely, and they were enjoying every minute of it. Kimmel and Colbert had no idea that they were causing a domino effect in Trump's mind. You could practically hear the gears grinding in that orange head of his as the studio's laughter subsided. His thumbs began to twitch as if the ghost of Coffee Face past had taken possession of them. Folks, you are aware that a Twitter storm was on the horizon. Have you ever wondered what happens on social media when a former president loses his temper? We're going to find out, people. Itching for a fight, Trump's thumbs delivered, and boy did they.
Where is Melania? Here to tell us where is Melania, former First Lady Melania Trump, everybody. Hello. Hello, Madam First Lady.
Hello, Stephen. And hello, Chicago, the greatest city in the world. What is this thing she does where she opens her face and it goes ha 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 ha?
It's called laughter. It's called laughter, ma'am.
At the stroke of midnight, everything began. Trump was alert and prepared to defend his marriage, while the majority of us were wishing for a world free of Twitter drama. Was it his first tweet? Nothing says "I'm totally fine" like shouting it into thin air, so I'm writing "I have the greatest marriage" in all caps. However, our orange friend was only beginning. He was boasting about his breakfast routine by 2 in the morning, when he tweeted, "We eat breakfast together every morning." After all, what better way to demonstrate marital bliss than sharing cereal? Now I can visualize it. Melania and Trump are eating their frosted flakes in silence while avoiding eye contact. 3 in the morning arrived just when we thought things couldn't get any better. Trump's hazy selfie of himself and Melania was a blessing. The caption, "Fake news can't handle our love." The camera on his phone apparently couldn't either. It appeared to have been taken with a potato that had spent too much time in the sun.
Mrs. Trump, no, we haven't seen you lately, so we don't know your thoughts on your husband's campaign yet. For example, what do you think of his new running mate?
Oh, Stephen, I have always been in favor of him getting a new mate. Up top.
But what do you think about J.D. Vance himself? What do you think he brings to the ticket?
I think he brings some strong positions on conservative issues and some freaky positions on his sofa.
That is unbecoming, my First Lady. No. Not only is that unbecoming of your position, for the record, we all know that this couch story isn't true.
There's still more. Clearly a master of literature, Trump likened his marriage to Romeo and Juliet. He wrote on Twitter, "Me and Melania are like Romeo and Juliet, only better because we're both still alive." Absolutely, since a tragedy in which both main characters perish says healthy relationship better than anything else. Perhaps someone ought to have told him the conclusion of that tale. Even Trump's devoted followers were beginning to worry. As one courageous person put it, "Mr. President, we love you, but maybe lay off the late night tweeting. You know something is wrong when your fans are telling you to stop talking on the phone. The brain freeze feels amazing, but you know you should listen to your mother when she tells you to stop eating ice cream straight out of the tub." Trump's Twitter feed appeared to have gone crazy with a box of crayons by morning. It was a jumble of ambiguous pictures, all-cap statements, and dubious literary allusions. In an attempt to make 3 a.m. love declarations sound presidential, his public relations team must have been grabbing the strongest coffee in the White House. Trump's tirade on Twitter became an internet comedy goldmine. People's doubts about his marriage grew as he continued to tweet about it. Trump's dignity colliding with a wall of skepticism is like watching a car crash in slow motion, except instead of a car. Republicans even began making jokes about the necessity of a presidential mute button. Donnie Diapers is unable to get a break. The worst part, though, is that Trump's attempts to demonstrate his marital bliss backfired miserably. His approval ratings plummeted more quickly than his public image. The orange turd seems to have forgotten the first rule of holes: stop digging when you're in one. However, he simply continued tweeting, further sinking himself into a chasm of public mockery. Grumpy Trumpy apparently learned a valuable lesson: avoid the Twitter kitchen when you can't handle the heat. Hiring someone to conceal your phone after 9 p.m. is even better. Perhaps he will reconsider initiating a Twitter feud with late-night comedians the next time. Who are we kidding, though? We're talking about Trump here.